We'll see the Jenkins installation in this session. So how to initiate the Jenkins installation, let's have a look. So we are taking the example for the installation Jenkins in the Linux platform. So basically we are using the Red Hat platform over here. So we will see all the commands compatible with the Red Hat. So this is Jenkins official website where we'll find the information for how to download Jenkins. So you can go here at the uh, right top corner, it's a download, and once you click on download, you will get the information about the how to download Jenkins. You find the different version for the Jenkins which you need. So there is a two different categories. There's a Jenkins 2.1.90 and Jenkins 2.207. So here all the compatible OS and the compatible software information over here. So you can find them from the Docker to from the generic var, Windows, Ubuntu, Debian. So we are taking the example for the Red Hat CentOS Linux base. So I'm clicking over here. So this is the first things where we will get the information how to configure the repository. So this is the first where we have to configure the repository. So I'm just going to the my console over here where we will use to configure Jenkins. So this is my console. That's the backend of my Linux system. So first we will do the wget. So we will taking that Jenkins repo configuration, and we will again copy. So this is the information the repository run in the following command. So here we will also take the Jenkins key, that's IO key. So this both is required while we configure Jenkins. Okay, once this is done, there is one more information is required. That's why we need the Java latest version. So open this is a compatible Java version. You can see it's Java 8 or 11, Java 11 for the Java 8 or Java 7. So this Java we require. So let's run the Java command over here. We'll find the whether Java is installed or not. So though no Java installed over here, so we have to manually install Java. So to install Java, we have to run the command. So I just pasting here. That's a yum install Java hyphen 1.8. So that's a JDK version. So open JDK version. So we are installing Java version over here. I'm just passing minus I just to ignore the yes prompt. So this will install the Java over here. So this will take us quite time to install, but it will install the complete Java, and once the Java will install, we move forward for the Jenkins installation. So my Java install is completed. Let's have a validate whether Java is properly installed or not. So just running the Java command, so it will give the help. So you can also find the Java version. So this will give the Java version. So this is the build version of the JDK 1.8. So now our Java is also installed. Now let's move forward for the uh, Jenkins installation. So for Jenkins we will install using the yum install Jenkins. So this is again simple command, just installation Jenkins. We didn't have given the hyphen y option, so we have to pass the confirmation. So this will install the Jenkins. Here you can see that this is Jenkins version 2.1.90. This will the Jenkins, and this is Jenkins repository which we have set using the first two command. So let's wait while the Jenkins installation complete. So installation is done. You can see it's a complete status over here. So let's move for the validation of the Jenkins installation. So I'm just clearing my screen. So here we'll see the status for the Jenkins. So service. So it's not giving the using the service. So we have to use systemctl status Jenkins. So you can see at the status for the systemctl, it's inactive mode. You can see this is the inactive or dead. So we have to start this service. So using status, we will just do the start. So once we do the start, let's look again for the status. So now it will saying that it's running and it's active mode. So now our Jenkins service is running in state, and now we will also do the service enable on the boot. So that is also required, because once system will reboot, it makes the again disable or dead. So here we have to do enable. So now system service Jenkins is enabled for the booting. So in case of the system get reboot, it will be active mode and it will be running automatically. So we install Jenkins, and after the install we have to use check the service status. So systemctl status Jenkins, some you just make sure there is a service also command. So you can use it in different level, that could be the service command. uh, Service, once you install service start, you should give, and after service start you have to again validate the service status using the systemctl enable command. It will be uh, enable your booting sequence. So each time system get reboot, it will get enable Jenkins.